Welcome to First Time Finance, the UK's mortgage specialist for foreign nationals.
Are you applying for a UK mortgage while on a visa? Before you fill out a single form, there's a list of things you'll want to have ready. And trust me, most people miss at least one. There is also just a few things that are more important than anything else when it comes to getting a mortgage in the UK. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what you need and the framework of how getting a mortgage in the UK actually works. So let's get straight into it. Now, getting a mortgage in the UK really comes down to four key requirements, and this is essentially how lenders make their lending decision. So the first is residency status. Now, residency status means how long you've been in the UK, what type of visa you're on, and how long is remaining on the visa. The next is your deposit, so that's how much deposit you've got, but also where it's coming from. The next is your income, okay, so that's how much you're earning, but also the structure of that. And then finally, the fourth requirement is your credit profile. So if we break this down a bit further, with your residency status, they're looking at not just the visa, of course, they probably want to see your passport as well. They want to make sure that you've got that legal status to live and work in the UK. And to verify that, they will look at your share code. So, of course, since the BRP has gone, right, it ended at the end of 2024, they will use your share code to verify that status in the UK. So the lenders, as I said, care about how long you've been in the UK. They care about the type of visa you're on. They also care about how long is remaining on that visa. Now, if we move to the second requirement, which is your deposit, this is often where we see some issues, right? So if your deposit, for example, is coming from abroad or being gifted, you've got to be able to show where it's come from. It's a legal requirement for them to actually trace where that deposit has come from. So if you've got any gifts from friends, if you've been doing revolving saving schemes, round robin, Agio, Roscas, etc., whatever you call it personally, that can be a big problem for lenders and solicitors as well. If you have a gift from a family member, that can be completely fine. They'll just want to see proof again of where that's come from and a letter confirming the gift. If you've got your own funds coming from abroad, again, that can be completely fine, but we just need to be able to prove where that's actually come from. To move on to the third requirement, this would be your proof of income. So normally, let's say you're employed, right? Most people will be. They're usually looking at 3 months of your payslips and your bank statements, and it's quite simple to prove. If you're self-employed, they normally want your latest 2 years of tax returns. Sometimes we can base it off just 1 year, but most lenders do want 2 years. As I said earlier, it's not just how much you earn, but it's also the structure of that income that matters. Now, finally, it's your credit report, right? So your credit profile matters a lot, but it doesn't need to be perfect. Lenders will check the UK credit profile. They will want to make sure, hopefully, that there's no kind of mistakes, missed payments, defaults, etc. If there are any, there are still lenders that can consider you. It just might not be the absolute cheapest lender in the market that we can go to straight away. So it's important really to plan all of this ahead, right? So if you're applying soon for a mortgage, you need to make sure that you're lining up these, thinking about these early on, because it will save you so much stress, time, and possibly the whole deal itself, right? So if you want to be totally prepared, then check out the rest of our content. We've got videos that walk you through the strategy, lender expectations, common mistakes to avoid, and so on. And if you're just unsure and you want our help, you can book in an initial mortgage call. So if you visit our website, www.firsttimefinance.co.uk, there's a book a call button. You can book a call in with one of our expert advisors, and we'd absolutely love to help. Have a good day.